Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at Psalms 10 to 15. And here we have a very different tone in David. David starts crying out to God and saying, God, why do you hide when I'm in trouble? Where are you? You know, everything's going wrong and I don't feel your presence. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt that God was a million miles away? I know I certainly have. When times are tough, when everything's going wrong and I don't feel God's presence. Now David, in his prayers here, decides that he's going to still place his trust in God. He is going to turn up and put himself in a position where he can connect with God. He's going to talk to God about it. He's going to share his heart with God. He's going to express his concerns and his upsets. Which is brilliant because that's the only place he's really going to get help from, isn't it? He knows that evil is in the world, but he does debate. He says, why do people get away with it? How can they get away with all these terrible things? But he also realizes that ultimately God is going to be the judge. He will judge the wicked and the righteous and what's going on in their hearts, and he will make the judgment call. And ultimately there will be a reckoning. So what is David doing? He is saying, look, I don't feel like you're there. I know you are. I know there is evil in the world. Lying and cheating have been part of the world ever since mankind was in it. But living for God is what I want to do. It has a reward. It has a relationship with my Creator. And I want that. But I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to feel it again. He cries out to God and says, Lord, restore the sparkle in my eye. He wants to feel that joy once again. And so he asks for it. He pleads God for it. He says, Lord, I need you again. Now, when we're in trouble, we can decide to turn to anything other than God at times as a coping mechanism. But that's not a very healthy response. The better way is to say, when I'm in trouble, I'm going to turn to God even though I don't feel like it. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to go to Sabbath. David went to the temple. We go to church. Our choice is to turn up and position ourselves in a place that will allow God to be part of our lives. Allow him to speak into our lives. Allow him to change us and help us cope with whatever we're facing. He might not take away the problems, but he will walk those problems through with us. And so again, the debate that goes on in David, he comes to the conclusion that he's going to follow God, whatever the cost. And that is what we should do too. If we're troubled today, choose God. Put yourself in a position where you can reconnect with him and let him give you joy and peace back in your life. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.